If there's one thing Southern California is known for, it's this: sunny summer days. Here in San Diego, we get the best of them. It's time to stock up on sunblock as we kick off our San Diego summer with a splash, a big one. Welcome to Knott's Soak City, where we're about to take you on an adrenaline-inducing ride. Join me as we cannonball into another episode of Entertainer and Lifestyles TV, bringing you Knott's Soak City, as well as other San Diego finds. But before we do that, grab a towel, because someone's bound to get wet. Today, E&L TV is at a fabulous location hosted by Paradeau, who is the marketing manager here at Knott's Soak City. Thanks so much for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for being here.
It's a really nice day, albeit a little bit windy.
Yeah, a little cloudy too, but it usually clears up into the daytime.
That doesn't stop the kids though.
Definitely not.
Now, when you first walk in, this place is very large and quite a sight to behold with the beautiful, amazing, very, very high rides.
Well, luckily we are a world-class water park, but yeah, everybody seems to have their favorite. Some kids go running straight for the wave pool, some go running straight for Pacific Spin, some straight to the body slides. We even have some kids that go running straight for the ice cream, so it's kind of hard to say.
I guess it's the first thing that they see,
yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, but we definitely have some kids that are really antsy at the gate, waiting to get in. As soon as those gates open, they come flying inside.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about the ride a little bit later, but can you give us a little synopsis about what you have here?
All right. Well, we have a little bit of everything. We try to make sure that there's a ride for every age, and working from the right side of the park, we have our little Tykes Trough and the Beach House and the Grimmy Lagoon, which is geared a little bit more towards smaller kids, but we see adults over there as well. Yeah. Then we have all our body and tube slides along the back side of the park, and work our way over to the wave pool right here. And then for the people that just want to sit and relax, we also have the lazy river that goes around the whole island over here, so you can just sit and catch some sun there. You
mentioned little kids. What attractions do you have specifically geared to the little ones?
Well, over on the other side of the park, we have a lazy river that kind of makes an island, and on that island we have what's called Tykes Trough, which is kind of like a volcano, and bubbles water out, and there's slides all around it, about ankle deep water, and that's where the little ones just kind of wee down the slide. And then right next to that is our beach house, and that's about 3 stories. It's basically a giant jungle gym with slides coming off it, squirt guns, different little trinkets and toys that you push this, water comes out there. And you can run around on that for hours. And then just behind that we have what's called our Grimmy Lagoon, and it's kind of like a little obstacle course. There's kind of like a flood water, and there's a place where you try to like hop across logs without falling in. You can hold onto a rope, and you can just kind of hang out there as well. And that's kind of where some of the younger kids usually hang out.
Now I can see right here, we're right in front of the pool, which is about, I'd say, 6 feet deep?
Yeah,
at the deep end?
Deep, the deep end.
The kids are under a watchful eye of at least 3 or 4 lifeguards at one time. What can you tell us about the safety precautions you take here?
Well, all our lifeguards are trained by Ellison Associates, which is a worldwide organization. I'm proud to say that we have an impeccable safety record. We just received the Platinum Award in 2011, which is the top 10% of all water facilities under Ellis worldwide. And yeah, all our lifeguards are trained top-notch, and we pride ourselves on safety. And even for when the lifeguards, aren't around, we have life jacket stations all around. So anybody that's a little scared of the water or feels a little uncomfortable, we have free life jackets of every size ready and waiting for them, just in case.
So you don't have to bring those with you?
Nope, we provide them for you. And so if you don't trust our lifeguards, you can trust a life jacket.
Another thing that attracts kids usually is the really good food. What can you tell us about the food they can find here?
Well, we have a special thing for all, it's basically for our nonprofit groups, all the churches, the schools, the Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCAs, stuff like that. Basically for a discounted price for being a nonprofit organization, we get you in for dirt cheap, and they have the option for an all-you-can-eat buffet from 11 to 1. So the kids can come fill up on hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, drinks, and snacks for about 2 hours. So we make sure everybody's nice and fed when they're here.
Oh, that's great. What about the cabanas that I see lining the pool?
We have 3 different sizes. You can rent those out for all day, and it depends on what your group size is for how big a one you want. But we have big double cabanas or party cabanas that are near the deep end of the wave pool.
Yeah.
And then we have our regular size ones that line that hold about 8 to 10 people. And then we have our junior cabanas that are backed by the body slides. And then we also have some stashed away on the island over there for the people that want to be closer to their kids.
Oh, a lot of options. Summer is obviously close at hand. What are some of the options that kids and families have in terms of ticketing?
Well, right now we have a great deal on season passes. They're only $59.99 and $54.99 for kids 3 to 11. Under 3 is free. And what's great about our season passes is, unlike a lot of parks, we actually have 3 water parks in Southern California. And so if you buy a pass to this one, you're also free to go to Orange County's water park and Palm Springs water park. So you kind of get 3 parks for the price of one. Then we always have single-day admission tickets out there. And we also try to do a lot of fun events. Just coming up for 4th of July week, we're going to be offering free admission to military personnel. We like to say thanks to our soldiers, so they can get free tickets just for being active or retired military. We offer discount tickets for their friends and families to come with them. We also do some charity stuff, like we do Christmas in July. That's going to be coming up in July. And if you come and donate a toy, we let you in for about $10. And that's just something we do for charity to raise toys at Christmas or for Christmas time. Yeah. And other than that, we just have different offers and different deals going on at all times. So you can always check our website and see what the latest happenings is here at the park.
Well, that's the great thing about San Diego, is that this place would be pretty relevant all year around with the weather. Now I just heard the waves kick on. What's this all about?
Well, our wave pool is set on intervals, and we'll get some calm for a little bit, and then about every 10 minutes or so they'll pump on, and usually you hear some kids screaming. They weren't too bad today, but yeah, so we keep that going on a cycle pretty much all day, every day.
Yeah, very fun. If you can't make it to the beach, this is the next best thing.
Hopefully we are the best thing.
Yeah, right. Sounds like it'd be pretty hard to be bored in this place.
Yeah, definitely. There should be enough to keep you busy all day.
Thanks so much, Brandon. One of the most popular shows we had on E&L TV was last month's show, when we featured Mark Collins, who's the founder of Evergreen Nursery. He showed us how to make a flower color basket. We asked him to show us a few more tips about gardening.
I'm Mark Collins, the head gardener here at Evergreen. I have been for the last 40 years. Well, one of the things I've learned over the years is that whatever you spend on your yard will be the best investment that you've ever done in a home improvement. It's been scientifically proven that all your home improvements in your yard pay back dollar for dollar. Well, of those investments, only one gives you something back, and that's your family garden. Plant a fruit tree, or better yet, just plant some regular vegetables in your yard. One of the easiest ways to do it is with a redwood planter box. A simple 8-foot by 4-foot planter box with real good soil on the surface. Brad's here to give us a hand, and we're going to build a box right here, right now. We're going to fill it up and plant it. We start out with 3 8-foot redwood 2x8s, one of which we're going to cut in half to make 2 4-footers out of. Then we also have 3 redwood 2x6s, and we're going to make a little bench top, so that when you go to work on your yard, you'll be able to sit on it instead of getting tired. We use 4x4 posts. We've already cut those to size. Brad's going to cut this one for you. Once we have all the wood cut, then it's just a case of assembling the 4 sides. So we're going to take the 2 end pieces and set them out in our work area. So we've set the 4 4x4s in the corners, and we set a 4x4 in the middle. That's to hold the box in position on the ground. Now we're going to go ahead and put the 2 ends on. Now that we've assembled the box, we're going to situate it square with whatever the dimensions we want in your yard. We've got to bear in mind we have to have plenty of light, so put it in a sunny spot. Vegetable gardens don't grow in the shade, especially summer vegetables. So we're going to straighten it out here. We're going to see how it fits in this planter. That looks good. Now we're just going to mark around each pole. And we're going to dig a little 4-inch impression for each foot, so to speak. Now that we've got the holes dug for the little feet, we'll simply set our box over and make sure it fits. Pop down in the holes, and it's set in place. So it's real important to make sure that the box sits level. If your site is drained a little or it leans one way or another, you can adjust for that elevation by adjusting the box to make it level. Now we could just simply fill this full of dirt. High quality topsoil is what you really need. But then when you went to work on it, it would be more difficult. So the way I like to build them is to put a little top on here. So we have some redwood 2x6s that set right over and on top of these 4x, just like that. Then when you work on the garden, you have some place to sit while you work on it. When you set down a tool, you have a place to sit it. It gives the root room underneath, but it makes it a lot easier place to work. One of the most important parts of any garden project is to make sure you have some good soil, either for soil preparation or to actually put in your planter box. Here we're delivering about 4 yards of compost. We're going to blend that into the soil with a rototiller, and that'll be part of our vegetable garden. Our raised planter box is great for smaller vegetables of one kind or another, but in your yard, if you're going to want to have something that has long vining things like watermelons or cantaloupes or squash or cucumbers, you're going to need more space than just a planter box. One of the things that we do is we use a soil amendment to amend the existing soil in your yard. Here we've brought in about a 3-inch layer of organic compost. This is nitrogen stabilized organic compost that we manufacture right here at Evergreen. So after you spread that, you spread a little fertilizer with it, it's time to rototill. So you're ready for some noise. So once you have your yard prepped, then you need to get it a little damp and prep it one more time. So it's not enough to just go one direction with the rototiller. You need to turn around and then go the other direction. Well, we finished our garden box. Now we got to sweep up, and now comes the fun part. We filled it with great soil. Now we get to decide what to plant in the garden box. For a narrow little garden box like this, 4x8, we probably shouldn't plant anything that's a great big vining plant like a watermelon. Maybe not a cantaloupe, but it's a great place for herbs. It's a great place for tomatoes. It's a great place for bell peppers. And you might want to throw in a few flowers just so it looks good. So let's get started. Now it looks like we got quite a bit of stuff set out here, but if we were to take a few marigolds and put them in as well, just to spice things up, one of the things that marigolds do is they help keep bugs out of your yard. Because you're probably going to want to make this an organic garden. One of the big advantages of doing your own garden is you know what you put on it. No fancy chemicals. Your family's going to get something straight from the garden. So, we'll take some yellow marigolds, a few orange marigolds, put them in the corners where they don't interfere with the light. If we like how it looks, we have to imagine the tomatoes being full size. And a tomato cage is one of the best ways to deal with tomatoes. So that's about how big your tomato is going to want to get, just like that. So if this is it, now we just simply dig them in and plant them. If your soil is soft enough and you've done a good enough soil preparation job, really not much to it. After you get them all in place, water it in really well. And the next thing to remember is that vegetable gardens are taking stuff from the soil, so you have to put something back. So after you get it all planted, it's time to fertilize. And not just once. You have to fertilize maybe every couple weeks during the growing season to try to get these things to really produce. But if you do that all spring long and summer long, you're going to have fresh vegetables in your living room.
Welcome back to Knott's Soak City, where this is the place to be this summer, and we're joined again by Paradeau, and we're standing in front of a very, very impressive structure. A little intimidating though. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That is Pacific Spin. That's our newest ride. It is a 6-story high funnel, and basically you climb up to the top of it and you go through 132 feet of darkness, pop out in that thing, and half pipe your way all the way down until you splash at the mouth of it into the pool on the other side.
Is that one of your favorite rides?
That is one of my favorites.
I like it too. What else can we find here? I understand that you have a rating system that people can go by.
Yep, basically the biggest rides that you see around are probably going to be the highest rated ones. Those are double black diamonds, the level 5 aggressive thrill rides. And as you work your way around the park, Coronado Express is another 5. Some of the bigger speed slides you see are also 5s. Then they start to tame down a little bit. The body and tube slides are level 4s. It's a single black diamond. The wave pool. And you get over here to the kiddie area, and like our beach house is level 2. Tykes Trop is level 1. And this is for the people that try to take it a little more easy.
Yeah, well, there's something for everybody.
Definitely.
A lot of ways to get your heart pumping.
Exactly.
Well, thanks so much, Brandon. We're going to send it over now to the Sporting Club San Diego, where personal trainer Chris Machine is going to show us some great tips on how to get your beach body ready.
Hi, my name is Chris Machine, personal trainer and fitness manager here at the Sporting Club at the Aventine. Thank you for joining us for another fitness tip of the week. Today we're going to be covering some kettlebell basics. Kettlebells are probably something that you might have seen in the gym or are not really quite sure how to use them or how to incorporate them into your workout. So today we're going to start off with the one of the most basic kettlebell exercises that you can do is the kettlebell deadlift. Today we have Marcella with us. She's going to help us demonstrate. So what I'm going to have Marcella do is she's going to stand on either side of the kettlebell with her ankles. Okay, I'm going to have her start in a really nice squat position here, and then really what I'm looking for is a good spinal position as she reaches down to pick up the kettlebell. Now from this point, what we can have Marcella do is we can make it a little more dynamic, and this is probably what you more see in the gym, is the kettlebell swing. So from the deadlift, all I'm going to have her do is thrust her hips forward. That's going to bring momentum up through the kettlebell, and it's going to come straight up just to about eye level. You can vary the height on this. There really is no protocol for how high you go. I know some people like to go completely vertical overhead. The higher you go, obviously, the more you're going to have to control that weight as it comes down. Okay. Now, how I see this exercise done a lot in the gym. Unfortunately, I see it done incorrectly a lot in the gym as well. And people really turn this more into a shoulder raise and not so much a kettlebell swing. So I'm going to show you a technique on how you actually fix that. Okay, so go ahead and put the kettlebell down. Okay. I'm going to give Marcella a towel here. We're going to just put this right through the center of the kettlebell. Okay, and then she's going to grip the towel on either side. Okay, and we're going to do actually the same exact movement here. Now what this does is it takes away that connection from her and the kettlebell, so now it's forcing her to use that momentum from her hips to transfer through her shoulders and out through the kettlebell. Right now her body's figuring out how to transfer that weight instead of controlling it with her shoulders. Okay, let's go and put that down. Good, and now I'll take the towel away. And let's go back to the original swing. Good deadlift to pick it up. And then right into her swing. And again, don't confuse this with an upper body exercise. This is a lower body exercise. A lot of power coming from the hips, the glutes, and the quads. Good. Once you learn the kettlebell swing, then we can go into a couple different variations. She can do a single arm swing. Beautiful. Good. Okay. So those are some of the couple basic exercises for the kettlebells. You can easily incorporate those to your workouts to help increase the intensity. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back to your destination for summer fun. We're at Knott's Soak City, and again joined by Marketing Manager Brandon Paradeau and Eric, who is the Food and Beverage Manager here at Knott's Soak City.
Yes, I am.
Now, what kind of venues can we find here in terms of eating?
Well, we try to have a little bit of something for everybody, and Eric's done a great job making sure that we have great variety at the park. We have things on the healthy side. You want salads, if you want to indulge your sweet tooth, we definitely got funnel cakes and your normal amusement park food, and everything in between. We try to carry subs, salads, Mexican, pizza, all the good stuff.
Well, I'm happy to hear that some of the traditional amusement park food's still
Definitely,
available.
got to keep that in it.
That's good. Now, we're at Eric's Beach Bar, and aptly named after you.
Yes, it is.
Because you were kind enough to think about the adults and the families and created this bar.
Definitely, definitely. I wanted the parents to feel just as comfortable as the kids do. You know, the kids can go play, and at the same time, the parents can have a little cocktail, have a beer. Dad can sit in a chair and just enjoy himself.
It's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, you know. I know that's what I would want. So.
Well, what about the food? Now, tell us about the options.
We have so many options.
Yeah.
I brought some with me.
Wow.
So, we have a couple salads for the moms that are watching their weight, but
Yep.
still want to have that nice bathing suit figure here. Then we have a gourmet panini sandwich. It's a chicken tomato basil, and we serve with fresh made chips.
It's perfectly toasted.
Oh yeah, definitely. We like to do it right.
Yeah.
And then for the not so healthy people, we also have a chicken parm sandwich. It's a little bit of carbs, but it's worth it. Definitely. Then we have our carne asada fries, traditional Mexican food. And then we go to our Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which is our new venue this week, it's actually opening this week. It's called the Silly Philly.
Where you can find Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh yeah. Philly cheesesteaks. We're gonna have bratwurst. We're gonna have chicken sausages.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the fresh made chips there too. So.
But you also have pizzas and Mexican
Oh yes, we
food
definitely have a lot of different varieties here. We have the Pacific subs and salads. That's for your healthy choices. Then we have Surf Daddy pizza, and then we have Señorita Jalapeno, and that's gonna be all your Mexican food. Then we have salty dogs, and then if you're feeling a little bad, you can go have some Dippin' Dots on top of a funnel cake.
Well, let's not forget that there's a buffet of beer back here. How many beers do you carry?
I have, I believe, 30 beers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, between taps and bottles.
But not just beers, there's also mixed drinks.
We also, yes, we do. We have wine-based alcohol mixtures. So we do vodka, rum, triple sec. We have tequila, but they're all wine-based. So it's a good choice.
Now, looking at this tray of food, it's very obvious that the standard of food, you're bringing it to a higher level than, I'd say, most amusement parks. What made you think of doing that?
Well, I mean, I've been in the food industry for 15 years now. I love my fine food, and I love to eat gourmet, nice foods.
Yeah.
So why not bring it to the parents at the park, you know? It's just, if I want to eat it, I'm going to give it to the guests, you know? So.
Now, you're officially open to the public, right?
We are officially open to the public. We're going to be open daily through Labor Day and then some weekends in September. And it's a fantastic time to get a season pass because they're only $59.99. Kids are $54.99. And the best part is that you can use them at all three water parks. So you get 3 parks for the price of 1.
And your website?
SoakCitySD.com is awesome. You can always go to Knott's.com for information on all the parks. And it's always fun to follow us on Facebook as well because we always have some specials and some good stuff on there for our fans.
Thanks so much, guys, for having us today.
Definitely.
Thank you. And the best thing about Knott's Soak City is that it's right here in our own backyard. I know that I will definitely be back very soon. For more information on this amazing theme park, visit SoakCitySD.com, or to learn more about other San Diego finds, visit SDEntertainer.com. We're committed to bring you the very best San Diego has to offer month after month. So reach out to us with your most beloved San Diego treasures, such as unique places, cool events, and local talent. In fact, as we get ready to say goodbye, we're going to leave you with very talented San Diego musician, Hank Easton. I'm Maya Trabulsi. From all of us here at E&L TV, thanks for watching.
Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't love me no more. Every time I call you on the phone, something tells me that you're not at home. Unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Unchain my heart, let me go my way. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't care about me. Got me sewed up like a pillowcase, and you just let my love go to waste. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance. You know darn well I don't stand a chance. Oh no, unchain my heart, let me go my way. Unchain So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. In a trance, you know darn well that I don't stand a chance. Unchain my heart, let me go my way. Unchain my heart, you don't care about me. I live a life of misery. You don't care a bag of beans for me. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Let me go my way.